Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Wednesday. Today is another blessed day, another productive day that wasn't promised to us. And gonna give it just a couple minutes. So those of you who wish to watch us on our live broadcast tonight, we will certainly love to wait for you. And we will definitely give it a few minutes. I think what I will do is, going forward is probably get some music to play. People are kind of logging in and different things like that. Just have it fun and not so formal, right? Because we definitely want to get more participation from people and, just kind of have people engage with us to more. So we're thinking of different ways of, making the show more audience friendly, for lack of a better phrase. But my name is Kimbra. I am your passive income diva, and I help new and inspiring business owners not only build additional income streams in their business, but also I am a biz builder, and I help new and inspired business owners build their business, getting them on the right track to success, right? So thank you so much, you guys, for joining us tonight. For those of you who are watching, thank you again, and let us know where you're watching from, and so we can give you a proper hello. And those of you who are watching the replay, thank you so much for watching us. We certainly appreciate you. If you can put hashtag replay and also give us your name and where you're watching from, we can certainly give you a proper hello as well. So again, we are blessed for yet to see another day this week and talking about business with Quarantine and Me. The concept behind that was basically during this pandemic, a lot of people are losing their jobs and they're being furloughed and they're being laid off, and some have even been fired, right? And so we wanted to basically help you along the way. If you have ideas of business or things you wanted to do and needed someone to help you brainstorm, someone to help you kind of knock ideas around, we are here for you. Okay. So what I want you to do is go ahead and click on the link at the bottom, bit.ly/quarantine and me. Again, that's bit.ly/quarantine and me. And once you click on that link, take you to our forms where you can fill out some information about your business. We will in turn do our research on the back end, and then we'll bring you on to the conversation. So again, welcome you guys. And tonight we are going to have our Q&A session. So if you got some burning questions that you would like for me to answer to the best of my ability, I will certainly be happy to do so. Just place your questions in the comments. And again, make sure you are placing your questions on the comments on my business page, because if you're doing it on any other page, more than likely, I will not see it. But if you just so happen to place it on a page that I can't see, my assistant is going around, and so she will be able to capture your questions so that I can see them. All right. So we still have someone on the lookout for you. And so what we've done is we've compiled questions, popular questions that people bring into their business, right? And so that's what we're going to do. So if you have a question, once again, go ahead, place it in the comments. And then if I'm answering a question, we'll answer that. And then we'll go ahead and answer your question as well. All right. All right. All right. All right. So let's get our first question on the way, and let's see what that may be. All right, so our first question is, how do you handle fatigue and still stay passionate when building your business? Rephrase that. How can you stay motivated, right? How can you stay motivated in your business? And, for those of you, of course, that, deal with chronic illness like myself, we do experience a lot of fatigue. So we're going to put that down as a two-part question. All right. So the first thing is, how can I stay motivated in my business? One thing that I do suggest that you do as a business owner is to know your why. And that is basically the first thing that you should pretty much know, right? You want to know why you start your business. You want to know why you have goals for your business, right? Is it to create generational wealth? Is it so that you can put food on the table, right? A lot of people start businesses of desperation. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Sometimes that is a very good thing, right? Because it'll make someone work even the more harder, right? So you need to know your why. Why is it that you need to go into business for yourself? All right. Are you unemployable, right? A lot of us are unemployable because of the lifestyle that we live, our personalities. Some of us can't deal with management, right? I've heard that before, right? So what you want to do is you have to be honest with yourself to remind yourself why it is that you're stepping out on faith to make this happen, right? A lot of us have children, right? And we don't want them to grow up like some of us grew up, in poverty, not, wondering where our next meal is coming from. Or as my parents used to say, living hand to mouth, right? Paycheck to paycheck, right? And so basically now is the time where you can actually really create multi six figures in your business and during the pandemic, right? But again, there's those times where we get imposter syndrome, where we get fearful, right? Or we just get tired and we just don't want to push anymore. But I guarantee you, if you knew that $1 million was, across the street and all it took for you to is just to walk a couple blocks, even while you're tired, I can guarantee you that you will walk across the street, right? But the only different thing is we have to work on our faith. Okay, faith is what's going to take us to the finish line, right? But as saying so to someone today, faith without works is dead. So if you're not working on your business, having faith won't mean, as they say, a hill of beans, right? So you got to have faith and know that you're to get there as long as you keep pushing, right? So yes, so again, to answer that question, know what your why is. Know why it is that you're pushing each day to make it happen. Although sometimes it seems like it's a dead end. It seems like you're not going to make that first sale. It seems like you're not going to continue with those $1,000 months, but you have to push, right? And you also have to see the finish line in your mind, right? To manifest it, right? So as long as you're doing the work and then you see it, then that's what pushes you across the street over that threshold, right? So that is one thing, that probably the biggest thing, right? That keeps you motivated is knowing your why. Now, for those of you who, are tired or fatigued, it's hard, I know. Some days I don't get up, right? Some days I don't get up in my business. And so, other times I have to work harder in my business in order to, make the income that I would like to make. One of the things that I do is I rest on the weekends. I do not the weekends, period. I do post some of my clothes here and there, but it's not like I have to be up all day literally working and focusing on what I'm trying to do in my business, right? So, once I post the clothes, I'm bound to make some money then, right? So if I'm not studying, working in my business and getting clients, for the coaching program or different things like that, then I'm selling my clothes, right? So I can make at least $100 a day selling clothes, right? Even today, right? People know that I bulk order on Wednesdays, right? And then, I make a good $100, $200 in a day, right? So easy, right? And so if you stay consistent at doing what you need to do, you don't have to bust your butt every day. If you're God knows I'm healing one day, right? But technically I have lupus, right? And one of the biggest symptoms of lupus is fatigue. And so I find myself sometimes tired than others. Today, I had a burst of energy today, but yesterday I was in bed all day, right? And so the days vary. So if that's you would have to work especially hard on those days that you have your burst of energy, right? And the days I had my bursts of energy, I do my spring cleaning or whatever it is I need to do around the house. Thank God for my son. Okay, he's definitely a godsend. So you definitely have to plan out your life. You have to plan your business around your lifestyle. Okay, and if you need to rest, if you deal with bouts of pain, chronic pain, as we do in our illness, then those days there's nothing you can do but rest. Right? There's nothing you can do. Just lay down, don't feel bad, and get the rest you need so that when you rise tomorrow, you can go ahead and do what you need to do. Now, another thing too is while we're on that, another thing that I do, I post predominantly on Instagram and different things like that because we're building our audience for our businesses. And so the good thing about it is you can schedule your posts, right? You can schedule whatever it is, your videos, your posts, pictures, whatever it is you need to schedule. So it's good to pre-plan your schedules so that you can have everything up. And I'm sure a lot of you know that, well, maybe not know, but Buffer is offering Black businesses a lifetime upgraded account, okay? And so what you would pay, I believe, is $15 a month for, you would get free if you are a Black-owned business, right? And so you can go ahead and get that information on how, and that will be on our YouTube channel, and I'll have my assistant just kind of post a link to my YouTube channel, and you can go right in there, and it's listed there for Buffer, okay? They're offering Black-owned businesses free accounts. Okay, so if you're not available on a daily basis, you can schedule months ahead of time. All right, your content. And so your content can post and you're not even awake, right? Your content will post and you're not even near your computer. And so that's a good thing about having a scheduler. All right. And so I hope you guys definitely can grab that information. Again, you go ahead on to our YouTube channel. It's under Network Savvy, and we'll have my assistant post that link for you. You go right over there, and she just did it. You guys can go right over there, click on that link down there, and it'll take you directly to our YouTube channel. You can, and I also give a nice but brief tutorial on how to schedule your posts, okay? And please do subscribe when you go. We're trying to build our subscribers list over there. Now we're broadcasting live daily on our YouTube channel as well because we're trying to build it up. So we appreciate that from you guys. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions about being motivated and also being tired in your business. So let's see what our next question is. And again, for those of you who are popping on, my name is Kimbra. I am your passive income diva. I help new and inspiring business owners not only build additional income streams in their business, but I also am a biz builder. And so if you have a business that you would like to, or if you have questions or ideas that you need someone to help brainstorm, I am your girl, all right? And so we are here Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern at Generate Passive Income with Kimbra. That is our main page where we broadcast from, and we are here to help along the way. All right, and again, you guys, thank you so much for joining, and please share the broadcast. All right, so our next question is, how do you know when to delegate and find the right employees? And that's very important. Okay, delegating is very important, and I guess the common sense answer would be, of course, when you can afford it. But depending on the type of thing you need done in your business, okay? Sometimes you need to just put that in the budget, right? And a lot of times it can push you in your business so that you can begin to make the money, right, that you need in order to pay a team member, all right? So basically, when we're talking about delegating, And employees, yes, but we're looking for like team members, right? Because what you'll be doing is employing other independent contractors. And so these people are their own business owners, right? So they're not necessarily your employee, okay, but they're contracted to work with you, right? And so the first one I would say that's really important is a virtual assistant. And depending on the needs of your business, you would have a virtual assistant to assist with all of the back end of your business. They can assist from emailing, answering emails, and making phone calls, answering phone calls. Okay. I have assistant for the show, right? And so she pretty much takes care of all the back end information. So the only thing that I need to worry about is presenting the content, right? So all the links that you see, questions, speakers that we have on, right? And everything that has to do with quarantine and me, my assistant takes care of, right? And so I know that because I put that trust in her, right? And she's a very thorough assistant, to worry about that. Okay. So sometimes she hit me up like, okay, what are we going to do with this? Right? What are we going to do with that? Right? So you need someone who can be there and hold you accountable, and not in a bad way, but as your schedule gets busier, right? If there are appointments you need to make, or there are, things that you need to do within your business, you can use your assistant or your team member to help remind you things, or tell you, okay, well, I think it should be like this, or I think it should be like that. Okay. So having a team is more than just paying someone to work. A team is having, a confidant, someone to work with you, right? Not before you, but with you, right? So that you can have your business run smooth. And then if you can't hire someone ongoing, the next step is to get someone to work for you per project, like we do, to get someone to create websites for us, right? They have people that will create like email sequences for you. So if you don't know what to say on your email sequences, you can go to places like Upwork, or you can go to Fiverr and find someone that specializes in this, right? And then they can create these sequences for you, and they can also do all your right? So you don't have to touch that stuff because that's not your strong suit, right? And so basically, that is what those websites are for, like Fiverr, again, and Upwork, right? You can find people that can work on a project basis, right? Where you just pay them one time to do the work for you, and then the work is done, right? I think the problem is we try to do much ourselves, and we spend so much time working on things that we don't know anything about, right? And we're losing time that we can really put in on, as I call it, income producing activities, right? We're losing time on sales calls. We're losing time gaining clients, right? Trying to do back end stuff, right? But that's why God called those people to do those things, right? So that they can make your life easier. That's what they're called to do. All right. So you would have to make up in your mind to find out what it is that you need in your business, and then hire a team. Okay, that's pretty much as it is. Okay, I know business owners that have like 6 and 7 people on her team, right? Because each person has a specific job to help her team run smoothly. I know with me, I will be hiring a financial person very soon, right? Because with the business that I will be launching, a lot of income coming in this business, right? And I have no clue except your regular adding and subtracting, okay, of what's going on. So I have like all of these receipts, right? And don't know what to do, right? And so, when you're talking about a business of that size, right, you have to be organized. And if you can't do it, you someone who can do it. Okay, you find someone who can do it. Like I said, I'm not against Fiverr. Okay, a lot of people have a lot to say about Fiverr, but Fiverr has saved my life many times. I have found some very talented people on Fiverr. Okay, so you can talk about Fiverr if you want to. You can do it yourself, lose time and money, right? And have it not be done right. Okay, but you can take out the time, do your research, look for someone on Fiverr, look for reviews, look for their portfolio, and go from there. All right, so get a team, you guys. Get a team, okay? Get a team. If you don't know how to email, if you don't know what to say, get someone to do that. If you don't know what to say on your social media accounts, get a social media manager, okay? I know a company myself that I used to work for when I had my other business, and they gave me the first 30 days free, right? Just to see if they're a good fit. Okay, so you may come across some companies that may offer a trial run just to make sure that you guys are a good fit, right? Okay, but you have to do your research, okay? You just can't sit there and complain and say, well, I can't do this, I can't do that, but then don't want to invest in getting it done right. You can't do it. You just can't do it, right? So if you want it done right, again, do your research and find someone who is trained, well trained on how to do it. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, definitely feel free. We'll be just a couple more minutes. Again, we don't like to go over 8:30 unless we have to. Okay. So if you have any questions at all about your business, please feel free to place those in the comments. All right. And so what is our next question, please? How do you handle objections? I tell you, being in the network marketing industry, and being in that type of and even being in e-commerce, you're going to deal with a lot of objections. And one thing that I've learned is you have to look for the no's. And as crazy as that sounds, because nobody wants to hear no, right? We want to hear yes, 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 but that is unrealistic. And until you realize that all yeses are unrealistic, then you begin to look for the no's. Okay? Because you know that in getting so many no's, there's a yes somewhere. Okay? And the analogy that I use is like finding a needle in a haystack. Right? You have all of the hay, which would be your no, right? And you know there's a needle somewhere. There's a lot of little needles somewhere. You just gotta dig to find it. If you don't keep trying and go through the no's, then you will not be able to find the yes. And so when I begin to let that sink in, right? And when I begin to deal with the mindset of that analogy, I'm okay with the no. I'm okay with the object, right? I'm okay with people saying, I'm not interested. Okay, it doesn't bother me anymore. It used to, but it doesn't bother me anymore because I know I'm looking for a needle in a haystack. I know this. I prepare my mind to look for the needle. And I know unless I move that hay out the way, and in this case, unless I go through the no's, I will never be able to find the yes. Okay? So I think that's probably the best analogy that I could give you in dealing with objection. Okay? Know that objection comes with the territory. All right? Objection comes with the territory. A lot of times for love, it seems like heartbreak has to come before you find true love. Why? Because it's an appreciation that you get when you know it's true, right? So you appreciate all of those no's because it just made you move stronger. It made you move more forcefully to look for that yes. And then once you find that yes, you'll begin to find other yeses. It's crazy how you find that one needle, right? And then you find the other needle. It's like they'll prick you, right? You ain't even looking for them and they'll just start coming all at one time. So again, you have to look, you have to see it that way. And you have to let that register in your mind in order for it to really sink in. And so, people say no. All right, that's a one no down. That's two no down. That's three no's down. And I'm getting to my yes. I'm getting to my yes. And as long as you keep that mentality and you keep going, right, you will get to that yes. Because I remember there was a time I used to have an e-commerce business and then get no sales, right? I get a sale at least every day, okay, without even trying at this point, right? Okay, because you know what? I've been through the no's. I've been through, and the dad, and people have things to say, and people, they just have everything to say to just break your spirit, right? But you dust yourself and keep going. You dust yourself and keep going. You know what I'm saying? When I first moved I had a promoter tell me I could never be able to charge over $5 for a party. Okay. And anybody charge $300 for a ticket. All right. You don't limit me. Okay. I'm God's child, not yours. Right. And so you can't limit me. You can't tell me how far I can go, because I can go as far as I want to go. And I can go as far as God says I'm going to go. Right. But know that there's going to be trouble along the way. There's going to be trial along the way. There's going to be tribulation along the way, right? In order for you to get to where you need to go. And I could give you so many other analogies, but you guys get the point, right? And at this point, I think we're going to end right there. We are going to end right there. I do hope you guys, you who came in on today, I hope you guys enjoyed the information. Take the information, use it, apply it to your business, apply it to your life. That's where it be, right? And let's move forward in building our business. And don't forget, we are here every Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern on my business page, of Income with Kimbra. Also, please go and subscribe on our YouTube channel. We already placed the links in the comments. And again, those of you who need a free scheduler, go ahead over there and claim your lifetime membership with Buffer. Okay. All right, you guys. Such a good, I always love question and answer time, because I just love it. I just love doing what I do. Okay. And so I thank you guys for being here. All right. We will see you tomorrow. Peace.